You cannot carry the cross and sin at the same time. You cannot carry the cross and sin at the same time. If you do that, you won't see the difference. If you do that, you can see the move of God. The only way you can see the difference, the only way you can see the miracle and the blessings is when you have to carry the cross alone. If you carry the cross with sin, it will produce stagnancy, it will produce difficulties, it will produce nothing but disappointment. You cannot mix the cross with your self-life. You cannot mix the cross with the way you think is the way you feel is nice for you to do it. You cannot mix the cross with the word. You cannot mix the desire of the cross with the desire of your flesh, with the desire of the life of the word that your flesh desires to live. You cannot mix Christ and devil. You cannot mix oil and water at the same time. It doesn't work. There's always a different loop. The only way you can see it is when you have to separate the oil from the water, is when you have to separate the cross from the word, from your life, and carry the cross. The Bible constantly tells us that we have to deny ourselves. And that is just the only way, because you see, if you don't deny yourself, there's no way you can see it. You have to deny yourself. You have to let go of the desires of the world, because the cross cannot function for you. It will not work for you if you are carrying the cross with sin. And then if you're carrying the cross with sin and you're getting blessed, if you're carrying the cross with sin and you're getting favored, you're getting recognized and getting favored in the places that you don't expect, it means you're not a child of God. Because if you carry the cross with sin, God will make sure he deals with you, not to kill you, not to send you out of his presence. He punishes you because he loves you. So if you're getting blessed when you're carrying the cross with sin, when you're carrying the cross with unrighteousness, when you're carrying the cross with desires of the world, you're getting blessed, you're getting favored, it means you're not a child of God. You have to be a child of God. And if you're not a child of God, you will not see the difference. Every day of your life, every time you carry the cross, you don't care whether you mix it with sin. You don't care whether you mix it with any unrighteousness. You just want to carry it. And then you cannot see God in unrighteousness. Don't carry the cross with sin. Don't carry the cross with your self-look, with the desires of your life. Don't carry the cross with unrighteousness. Don't mix it with the word. Don't mix it with self-desire, but don't mix it with the way you feel. Don't mix the cross in here. The cross cannot be mixed with sin. If you want to carry the cross, you have to carry the cross. If you want to follow Christ, you have to follow Christ. That is the only way you can work out. That is the only way you can see the difference. You cannot mix the cross with sin. It doesn't work like that. You cannot mix the cross with unrighteousness. You cannot mix the cross with self-desire. You cannot mix it. The cross has to be constantly carried with holiness. So folks, the only way you can see that transformation move in your life this year is when you have to carry the cross alone. Don't carry it with anyone else. Carry the cross alone. That is the only way out.